don't know, like I've never like been this high before, like ever. Even that first time I smoked wasn't like this, right? But yeah, edibles are a whole different game. So my dad walks in the room, and because he took a cookie too and he wasn't feeling good. I don't know, like I've never like been this high before, like ever. Even that first time I smoked wasn't like this, right? It's like you know when you can sneak stuff and you know when you can't. So it was like one of those nights where it was gonna be hard, right? So we went inside, and I don't know, but she had to have. She fell so far, and then they kicked us out, and then like brought us back in after. And also, Backman, if you see this, you're a bitch. I don't fucking like you, and you're a bitch. I should slap you. Anyway, I didn't like that motherfucker, but
one of you turds is about to get smacked in the mouth.
what up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of Voices Slik World, where the conversations get real and the stories haven't made it to social media yet.
Yeah, please relax, don't get too comfortable. No, I am untouchable. Yeah, I am untouchable. Yeah, I am untouchable. Liking all them girls' pics, but you never get to touch them, no. Man, I swear I hate these hoes, but I love them, no. Please relax, don't get too comfortable. No, I am untouchable. Yeah, I am untouchable. Yeah, I am untouchable. Liking all them girls' pics, but you never get to touch them, no. Man, I swear I hate these hoes, but I love them, no. Please be cautious where you try your luck at.
Today's guest is just me, solo dolo. So sorry you don't get no guest next to me. You got to put up with this face for the day. But I got a few topics that I want to cover. A few new things that I want to introduce and get some help from you guys with. So yeah, just kind of bear with me. I'm going to just be telling stories. I'm outside with the sun on me, feels good. But I'm going to just be telling stories about like stuff when I was a kid, funny stories I got. Just letting y'all a little more into my life like I did in the last episode I did solo. So that car was loud as hell. But all right, so first things first, I want to talk about the first ever song and the first ever album I made. I've talked about it a little before, but I'm going to go into debt with this one. So it was like August, like around this time it is right now. And then the 1 year anniversary for my pops was coming up. So we all wanted to do a show. Well, I wanted to do a show. I wanted to throw together a show with live performances and stuff. And I wanted to perform on it. So I hit Cameron, and we already had like songs written and like stuff like that, just nothing ever like actually recorded or nothing. But we so I hit him up. We're going to Triumph at the time, shout out Triumph. But I was like, this is what I want to do. I want to make the songs, I want to get the show going. Do you want to do an album with me? Because me and him already like wrote songs together and stuff. So he was game. I didn't really know how we were going to record it. I just had the idea. But fortunately enough, my good friend George, aka Alexander, him and my dad were close. They worked together, so it was kind of cool. He was like, if it's for your pops, man, I'll come help you guys, and like we'll get whatever needed. So we got our first session booked, and me and Cameron both did one song each, and I knew it was coming up. So what I did was I wrote a song to a beat, and I would like perform it in my living room like I was on stage. And I just kept doing it where I had the whole song memorized before I ever laid it like actually on audio. And then Cameron does his song, and then we go to do my song, which is the You Know Me, King Ricky, Run to the Money. It's the first song I ever recorded. The beat that I had chose, we couldn't use. It was like copyright, and we couldn't use, and I didn't like know what to look for yet. So we end up finding another beat, and he's like, just do the song, because I had it memorized. He's like, just do the song over the beat. So I do it, and it matched up perfectly. And now I know you can extend beats, cut beats, make your own beats, like do all that. So I know like back then this is like duh, but I like, it was so cool to me that it lined up perfect that I was like, yeah, we got to choose this beat. So we ended up doing that. And that night we just ended up doing one song for Cam and one song for me. And these were the only two songs on the album that we weren't going to be on it together. It was my solo song, his solo song. So we get those done. We drive around at night. We're all bumping it, all proud and shit, even though they sucked back then. But kind of a cool story on how we recorded it. So we didn't have like a mic, or I think he did have a mic, but it wasn't working or something. Like it didn't sound good, or it wasn't working, or something was messed up with it. Um, so we end up just like playing the beat on, oh, what was that? I think it was Studio One is what we were using. We use FL now for those who are wondering, but I think we were using Studio One. And he plays the beat and holds up just the computer with the mic in it, and we just rap into the mic. That's how we did this whole album. So it's not the best sounding one, but it was still cool, and I wouldn't change nothing. You know what I mean? And this Ashton will like this part, but the best part about that was I had this chair, and when you would press the button, it would either lock it to where like you can't go back on it, or like unlock it and you can go back and lay down. And I kept hitting the button, and that's where Alex was sitting, the guy who was recording our songs, and I kept hitting the button without him looking, so he would like go, and he would just think it would stop, and it would fall, and he would get all scared. I just kept doing that to him, but yeah, that part was fun. So anyway, fast forward like a month, and we're like a month away. I'm like, all right, because all of us were like busy, had stuff to do. I was like, all right, if we really want to do this, we got to record, because I'm busy setting up everything. I have everything else in play other than we're gonna perform, and we only had 5 performers, because I have Brandon, I have me, Cam, and then Trey and Tune. If this wind is loud on this, because I got new mics, I'm pissed, because in the last episode that I did out here with Mike, the wind messed it all up. So if it messes this up, I'm pissed. I guess you guys won't be seeing this if it's bad, but still, I might just leave it in anyway. Fuck y'all. Anyway, what was I saying? All right, so yeah, I was like, we gotta go. Like, we gotta get this done. Yada yada yada. So we end up knocking out the whole thing, and they're not always the best songs, but I still have like notes in my phone from when we were writing to it, like all the way back then. But anyway, I was proud of it. I was proud to perform it. Wouldn't change nothing. And then so we get to the show. My guy Brandon has a panic attack like right before he goes on, because this is before he was like, well, he still gets a little anxiety, but he got more like stage presence now. But he's like,
oh, Daddy thought he lost you.
Oh my God, I almost died. I almost died. That was so scary. Thank you.
like having a whole panic attack. And I'm like, bro, you got to go on. So we get pushed back like 30 minutes or whatever. It wasn't too long, but from when we were supposed to start, because he was the opener that year. And then anyway, we convinced him to go out, does 3 songs, kills it. And then it was me and Cam's turn. And mind you, like I did this 4 years in a row, the same show, and it like elevated each time. But the more we elevated, the more I had control over, and the more stuff I had to run around and do during the show. Like, I couldn't just be like the performer who sits backstage and waits till they go on, because like I'm running the whole show. So I'm like making sure everybody's getting along, making sure everybody's good, making sure everybody's taken care of, make sure everybody's going to be here, make sure everybody's going to be on time, make sure when we do have panic attacks, we got people on board to help with that and get people going and stuff like that. So but then when it's time to perform, like when it's my turn to perform, I lock in. I give a fuck about the rest of it. It's not my time to shine. I'm going, you know what I mean? So me and Cameron performed, and it was actually like super good. I remember like a lot of people in the crowd were like, dang, I didn't know you guys could do that, blah, blah, blah. Like, and we're way advanced now. So even back then it was like we had the potential. We just didn't have the sound, you know what I mean? But shout out Ashton, because now he got us the sound, and I'm working on it myself. He's teaching me. So yeah, stay tapped in. But yeah, so we did that show 4 years in a row, 5 years, I think 4. I don't know. I haven't done it the last 2 years, but I don't know. It was a very fun time. It's expensive though. I mean, I guess throwing any show is expensive, but because we didn't charge like ticket sales or nothing like that until the last one we did tickets. But I don't know. I kind of just at those kind of shows, bro, and like my people and you are my people, probably just gonna let you in anyway. But we tried the ticket thing. I just to get some practice, hired security. It was cool because one year we had a little mishap, but it was cool. We got back on board and did it. Oh yeah, and then I wanted to share some smoking stories with you, because so unfortunately I started smoking at the age of 9 years old, because I always hung out with people that are older than me. So my brother, Aunt, y'all know him. I'll put his ugly ass right here. Look, him. I hung out with him and his friends. I didn't really hang out with nobody my age, because like those guys were so cool to me, you know what I mean? Because they were doing shit we wanted to do, but we were too young to do. So anyway, I'm hanging out with them, and so I'm doing the shit that they're doing, you know what I mean? So eventually, you know, you hit the blunt. The first time I ever smoked, I smoked a full blunt, and I can't get no names, but back then my brothers, I was smoking with them, and I smoked. I didn't know, like, I'm just smoking, so I have no clue what it feels like to be high. I don't know how much I'm supposed to take, none of that. So I hit it more than I should, for sure. And then like I'm absolutely gone, having like a panic attack in the living room. And then my brother had to take me home, and we went inside, and my parents were like, so for those of you who know, my parents used to get like fucked up, and then you could like sneak a little bit past them if they're fucked up, but if they're sober, it makes it way harder, right? I'm sure any kid with parents, like, you know when you can sneak stuff and you know when you can't. So it was like one of those nights where it was going to be hard, right? So we went inside, and my brother was like, just go in my room, lay down, and go to bed. Like, just tell him like, hi, had fun, go in your room, lay down. Like, don't let him like hug you, look at you, because like I'm trashed. I'm 9 years old. I don't know where I'm at. So then long story short, we got away with it. I told him hi, had fun, went into his room. I don't know if I necessarily went to bed, if not like shortly after that. I think I had to calm down a little bit, but yeah. Fast forward to when I'm like 15, 16, my brother had made some, no, it was cookies. It was cookies this time. He made cookies and with infused, and I ate half of one, guys. Mind you, I ate half of one. My brother ate like 4 of them and was fine. I ate half of one. And I'm just like, I ate half of one because I know I was a bitch with it. You know what I mean? So I was like, I'm going to just eat half of one and like catch a little buzz and chill. That's what I like to do at the time. Nah. I ate half that cookie, and I remember it was Alabama and Clemson, I think. It was whenever Deshaun Watson threw the touchdown pass and won the game against Bama in like their Super Bowl type shit. I forgot what it's called. But it was that night. It was like I think it was a Monday too. I had no business doing this on a Monday. I don't even think I was 15 yet. I think I was 14, 13. I think I was in 8th grade. So however old you are in that, that's how old I was. But anyway, my bad. I'm cooked right now. But I ate the cookie, half of the cookie. And I just finished watching that game. Everything's fine. And then all of a sudden, like, I'm like texting my homies and shit. I'm like, I don't feel good. And they're like, what's wrong, you know? And I'm like, I don't know. Like, I've never like been this high before, like ever. Even that first time I smoked wasn't like this, right? But yeah, edibles are a whole different game. So my dad walks in the room, and because he took a cookie too, and he wasn't feeling good. He had got too high. So he's like, he gets paranoid too, like how I get when I get too high. I get paranoid. For my people that have panic attacks when you smoke, you know exactly what I'm talking about. That's exactly what's happening to both of us. He walks in, and then he's like, you good? And I remember looking up from my phone from texting my friends to answering them. And I swear to God, I think in real life and in my head, I'm moving like this, like slow motion, like a movie. I'm like, no. But it was so slow. So then like he starts tripping because he knows I'm not good, and he's already not good. And then so like I was like, I just want my brother. Like, I know he knows what to do in these situations. Like, I just want my brother. So I go downstairs, and this was not the person to be with, mind you. I just wanted to like go there and him be like, it's gonna be okay, eat some food, watch some like some movies, whatever, because like that's what we usually do, right? Nah, he's trying to watch Batman versus Superman because it like had just came out, like to where you could watch it where you didn't have to buy it. I think we had Spectrum, the on demand. He was watching that, and I'm tripping. Like, I keep thinking like I hear the door open and close, like. And I promise you it was just weed in the cookies, but I was so paranoid that like I was making this happen in my head. And so like I'm trying to talk to him, and I remember I like got up from the bed and looked at him and was like, Aunt, like I don't feel good. I think I'm gonna die. He looks at me dead in my eyes and goes, shut the fuck up and lay down. He's like, you're gonna be fine, just go to bed. And I was like, damn. Like, it was just attitude. I was like, fine, fuck you, watch your movie. Anyway, like another hour, I was just not okay. And then I fell asleep and I was okay, but that shit made me stop smoking. Like that, that was so scary. Now, I like to get to that point. I kind of have to get to that point because I don't think there's a reason. But I like when I do smoke, because I can't. I've talked about this before. I can't do it when I do the podcast or music because I overthink way too much. So I'm like, I gotta lock in there. Just when I'm editing, I can film these like how I am right now, but I can't edit them how I am right now. I have to be completely like locked in, nothing. You know what I mean? Oh, and by the way, this is coffee. I've been like 3 months sober off alcohol. I don't drink no more. So shout out coffee. You can't see it. I don't want to spill it. Solid. But anyway, I think they told me I didn't have ADHD, but y'all tell me. But anyway, yeah, so I can't do the podcast, like edit it like this, but I can do them like this. But now I'm just to the point when I do smoke or like want to do that, like if I have some free time and I'm by myself, I just to the max with it. But I definitely know, like, knowing the feeling now it helps because like I've felt it before. I know I'm gonna be fine, and like that's where I gotta stop. But sometimes, yeah, I just be going. But okay, so I had to tell this story too because Cameron literally just called me before I started filming this because he was talking to his girlfriend about it, and he called me and was like, I just had to tell you. But one time, I think I might have said this on here before too. I don't know, but y'all motherfuckers don't watch all the way through anyway, so I'm gonna tell you again. But anyway, he calls me, and this is the story. So when we were kids, you can tell him how I keep playing with my hat. Just leave it. But this was like way back, like we were kids. Me and Cam were kids, and the circus was in town. And my mom and her mom, my grandma, wanted to take us, so we went. And we do the whole thing, you know what I mean? They got the elephants, you paint your face, you get cotton candy, you do all that, right? Everything was cool. And then I remember like hold on, I'm gonna wait for the wind to go just in case the audio is bad. This shit's about to blow over my light. Stop. Didn't work. Anyway, hold on. So we get the face paint, we get all that, right? And we're sitting down, and this guy on the motorcycle that goes in the wheel, he's like in there just foof, right? That was cool. And then the guy it's like a ladder that spins, but it goes like high up in the air, and there's a guy on the outside like walking on it, blindfolding himself, all that. That was so like anxiety ridden. We were like in the like third row. Like we had pretty close seats for where we were at. Like we could see everything. And so they like do all the fun bits, and then they come out with this like Aladdin one. And I know I'm gonna get hate for this, but I'm not the biggest Aladdin fan. Like it bores me. But so I was like not that thrilled about it, but they still do cool shit, you know what I mean? So I was like excited to watch it. Tell me why. And if anyone remembers this, because this was in Cheyenne, if anyone remembers this, please comment or something, because like we can't be the only ones that saw this. So like this girl was hanging down from her foot in the Aladdin thing, and she's like on the ceiling. And on the floor, mind you, it's just dirt, because I think it was at LCCC or something, but it's just dirt right there. Or yeah, somewhere like the Taco John Event Center or LCCC. I don't remember exactly where it was, but it's just dirt at the ground, and she's all the way in the ceiling, and she's like hanging from her foot. And something went wrong, bro, and she just dropped like on her head all the way down. Boom. And then they just like rolled her on a table and cut the lights off and kicked us out for a second. But then they brought us back in and like ditched that whole thing completely. Didn't give any updates on that girl. I'm pretty sure. I don't know, but she had to have. She fell so far. And then they kicked us out. And then like brought us back in after, and then give no updates and just continued with it. But please, if someone remembers that, you have to reach out, because there's just no way that we're the only ones that saw that. But he literally, I was in the shower and he called me, and I was listening to Young Boy, so I didn't answer the first two because I'm like washing my hair. And then I get out and call him back, and that's literally the first thing he says to me. So it was fresh on my mind. I was like, I have to tell this story. I have to. But then, yeah, I was like, I don't even know. I was telling him, though, I was like, I don't even have no trauma from that. Like, you would think when you saw that, you'd be like, oh, I don't want to go to the circus. Nah. I feel like it didn't fuck me up at all. Not even like on no funny shit, but like, I was like thinking about that today. I was like, shouldn't that have fucked me up? But like, I don't, when I like think about the story, it's like funny almost, other than like the part that was real. Because like, obviously, if she did pass away, condolences, because that's crazy. But I was like who, how does that happen? Why were we there? You know what I mean? It's like one of those things. Ugh. What else I got? Oh, let's talk about school. I hated school. So I was good up until I loved elementary school. I think every kid loves elementary school because you kind of just get to play all day in a sense. I mean, you gotta do some shit, you know what I mean, that you don't want to do. But other than that, you basically just play all day. So I was good up until like, I say 8th grade is when I like stopped like, oh, I don't want to, like, I really don't like this. But then 9th grade, I started ditching crazy. I had like, at South, I had like 300 and something periods missed. And then I remember we had a meeting about my ditching in 9th grade. It was like towards the end. Also, Backman, if you see this, you're a bitch. I don't fucking like you and you're a bitch. I should slap you. Anyway, I didn't like that motherfucker. But I like ditched all the time. And then, shout out Belknap though, the ISS teacher. That's my dog. But anyway, we had this meeting. My parents were supposed to come in because I was like ditching so much they want to talk about it. I ditched my science class that day because that shit was boring. It was physical science. I forgot buddy's name. If y'all went to South, y'all know. What's the tall, goofy looking motherfucker that was like boring? But he was cool though. He just like, I just didn't want to go to his class. But anyway, I ditched that day, right? And I went to like all my other classes that day. Cause like I never went to that science class. Like I maybe went 3 or 4 times. Like, but other than that, like he didn't really know me. So I'm thinking he ain't gonna show up to this meeting because he don't know me, right? He's the only teacher sitting in the meeting when we go in. The only class I ditched that day was the only teacher who showed up to that meeting. So I walked in and I just put my head down. I was like, shit. And he told my mom, he's like, I've seen Mr. Nelson like 3 or 4 times. And he was like, matter of fact, I was supposed to have him today and he wasn't there. And my mom looked at me in front of everybody and was like, you ditched on the day of your meeting about ditching? And I was like, yeah. Because, like, I'm caught now. I can't lie to you now. But anyway, fuck Backman. I didn't like that guy. So I didn't even care. One time he threw me in ISS. It was, like, after that meeting, like, at the end of the year. I think we had 2 weeks left. And I got caught. Sorry, Daniel. And sorry, Daniel's mother, if you see this, I want you to know that I love you very much and that Daniel is a great kid and I was a bad influence, but I'm not anymore and I'm super grateful for him. Disclaimer. But so I'm convinced Daniel to ditch with us one time in Miss Alonzo's class. And we were just we were in a class. This is not the one we were supposed to be in. Anyway, Backman walked in. She folded on us immediately. She was like, yeah, and they won't get out. I was like, what? I was so betrayed. And I was like, okay. Anyway, Backman takes us down to the principal's office. And because it's the first time Daniel really got in trouble like that. You know what I mean? And it was my fault. So I'm sorry, Daniel. I love you. But so she like takes him to the principal's office. Or he takes him to the principal's office. And we walk by the ISS room. And I've been in there so many times already. He literally, Backman just like guides me, like push guides me to the ISS room and goes, and you can just go in there for the rest of the year. I don't care. Like basically like I don't care no more like what you do. Just stay in there. And I was like, bet. So like I felt bad for Daniel because I know his mom don't play that at all. So I was like, I was very worried about him. I was like, he's getting spanked when he gets home. But so me, I was just in there with Belknap, but and then I asked that motherfucker Backman, I was like, there's only 2 weeks left. Like, could I just stay home the rest of the year? Like, I know I failed. Like, I'm going to redo 9th grade next year. Like, I know that. Can I just stay home? And he's like, yeah, well, you could do that if we get the cop or like something. Because like you get tickets or like your parents will get in trouble. I think I was to the point where I would have just got it. But he was like, yeah, I'll just call the cops and they can deal with you. I was just like, you're such a bitch. It's 2 weeks. Also, this one funny story about us ditching. I was with Cam and our boy Gabe and one of their homies. And oh my God, I gotta send this to Gabe now. I just thought about Gabe. I haven't talked to that motherfucker in a minute, but oh my goodness, if you remember this, bro, let me know. When we were by the cafeteria and we were like going out the doors and the lunch lady saw us and she screamed, she's like, they're escaping. And we thought it was so funny because we were like we were getting held in prison or something because she screamed, she's like, they're escaping. Anyway, we got caught when we got back and Cameron had a knife in his backpack because, okay, he's not like on no school shooter shit. His parents got divorced, so he was like going back and forth in between their houses. And he had left his knife at his dad's house, like his pocket knife. But it was kind of big, but it was a pocket knife. And so he grabbed it from his dad's house and like put it in his bag, but forgot he put it in his bag because he was just going to take it home and then went to school the next day and it was still in his bag. So like it was just crazy that we got caught that day because we did this so many times and didn't get caught. But I mean, we didn't care we got caught until we remembered that knife was in the bag. So anyway, homie we were with like smoked a cigarette or something while we were ditching, and we went to the Johnson field, like, but you know that field that's like by the Elijah Memorial, so it ain't like you're not right in front of the school, but like the practice football field. We were right there and he smoked a cigarette, but they must have caught us on camera or something because the Backman and Thompson were like, and we heard y'all were smoking, so we had to search your backpacks. And like as soon as he said that, I like saw the look on Cameron's face because like I didn't have nothing on me that day, so I was like, go ahead, cool. And but I saw the look on his face, and I like leaned in. I was like, what's wrong? And he was like, I got that knife in my backpack. So then Backman like starts searching Cam's backpack, and I tried. I was like, that one's mine. And he was like, no, it's not. And he pulled out a binder with Cameron's name on it. And he's like, this is Cameron's backpack. And he saw the knife, and I guess they go like however big it is however much trouble you get. It was a big ass pocket knife. So anyway, he had to go to Annex and then Triumph after that. So that shit was fucking rough, but that shit was fun though. What else could I tell y'all? I don't know. I got some funny ones. Those are like, I just don't know how much I can say. I don't know. We had some fun times though. Something that I want to do for the podcast, if y'all could please help me out with how I was talking about at the beginning. I want to do like I want y'all to send me just on like Facebook Messenger. You could text my Slicky page or my like actual page. Text me a conspiracy theory and break down the conspiracy theory for me. And then tell me what you believe and why you believe it. Like, don't give me like a whole like 30-page essay on a conspiracy because I'm not reading that shit. But give me like a pretty in-depth, like, but sum it up kind of way, the conspiracy theory and what you believe, like, versus like say like aliens, like if you believe or if you don't believe, like let me know that. I'm gonna pick one of those an episode because I want like everybody to send them in. I'm gonna pick one of those an episode and I'm gonna break it down and I'm gonna say who it's from. So if you want to make it on the podcast, I'm gonna call it Conspiracy Hotline. So just text me, I'll say your name, I'll read the conspiracy theory, and then I'm gonna do like when you send it to me, I'm gonna do a little bit of research on it. And then I'm going to read what you believe or what you don't believe. And then I'm going to say like what I learned about it. And we're just going to talk about it and break it down on the show. And whatever guests we have here, just going to be a part of it because I'm just walking them in. I'm not even going to tell them beforehand what we're doing. We're just going to do it. And then we'll even get their take on it. So that's something I want to start doing too for the podcast. I think that would be hella fun. Also, you guys should go stream my new song. This will come out before that, but on Friday, August 28th, Treat Me Like Somebody remix, official music video, first ever one, edited by your boy, directed by your boy, shot by my brother and shit. And we did it all on iPhone. That's something else I wanted to bring up.
Loudest drone.
Baby, can we take things slow? Pull up on me, ask me anything that you wanna know. Yeah, she said she not moving fast, baby, we can take things slow. Yeah, we can take things slow. Baby, I'm the realest, baby, you the illest. All that shit you doing really got me in my feelings, my feelings. Yeah, she like it private, let me get up out of business, her business. Baby, I just need them kisses. Treat me like somebody, body. Touching, yeah, she licking on my body, body. Put one on her tongue, now she leaning like a zombie, zombie. Treat me like somebody, body. Know she hella comfortable, she getting naughty.
Daz, my boy, shoots music videos and he's really good. Like, that's like, and what he charges is what he's worth. Like, that, they come out so good. But I'm broke. So I'm like, shit, I gotta still make some motion though. So like, and then Daz always tells me, he's like, bro, use your phone for everything. He's like, you already have like the basics of what you need. And then he's like, he just tells me, he's like, just use your iPhone. Cause I have a pretty good camera, y'all can see on the iPhone. So he's like, just use that for everything. So like, and then I was watching the Lyrical Lemonade as a B. I was watching the Lyrical Lemonade behind the scenes of Yachty and Cole Bennett, and he's shooting the whole thing on his iPhone. And obviously he has cooler shit than me, but it still was like, I was like, that's cool. So then I looked up some TikToks of people doing like music videos on their iPhone and was just like wanted some ideas. And they were cool, but like I could tell those ones are on iPhone. And not biased, I know my acting like isn't the best in music videos. Like I'm gonna get better with that. But the way I edited my video was better than all the ones I seen on TikTok. You guys can suck my dick because I fully believe that. But yeah, facts. That was so cool to do that. And then, so yeah, y'all, August 28th, this Friday at noon. Such a cool video for Treat Me Like Somebody remix. Y'all gotta go run that up for me. I'm gonna film some TikToks today too, so you're gonna see the same outfit on TikTok and probably my Facebook, because I'm gonna film some little videos for that too and just promote it till it comes out and after it comes out. But man, we had such a fun time doing that. But back to what I was saying, I did that on my iPhone. That was it. I did that on iPhone and CapCut, mind you. CapCut and iPhone. And I just like, so if you guys are music artists, I got a few homies that be like, they hit me up for some like video intel and see who like does videos and shit. If you got an iPhone or just like a good camera like this, like you got 4K, HD, whatever. I shoot in 4K 24. I shot the slow-mos in the B-roll in 4K 60 because it just like when you like slow it down, it still keeps like good shit. But other than that, you just need 4K 24, 4K 30 if you really want it. But if you just do that and then put some cool ass effects and take your time with it, you could get it. And my shit ain't the best. My video's not the best, but for iPhone and CapCut, that shit came out raw as fuck. So you don't need the fancy shit if you can't afford it yet. Like, they're expensive because when you can afford it, use that, obviously. Like, my boy Daz is great. Hit him up if y'all got money. But if you got an iPhone and that's it, you still can do something. You see what I'm saying? This coffee's cold and tastes like shit. I don't know. Are you guys rocking with these kind of videos? Like, just me? I'm awkward with this shit. I don't have, like, something to go off of, so I'm just going off of me. But, I don't know. Y'all let me know if you like it. I'm, like, getting swarmed right now. I'm finna piece up. If they're wasps, we're going inside. If they're bumblebees, hopefully they just continue their day. Y'all ever get in trouble for killing bumblebees as a kid? Because, like, we need them for, like, the pollen and shit? I don't know. Let me know. Anyway, what else could I tell you? I'm trying to think of another story of something when we got, I don't know. I got some funny ones. Bro, I should have had Cam just come here for this. We could have told y'all stories all day. I got one on my birthday, bro. Oh my goodness. That happens to me every time. Also, sidetrack. I'm so sorry to keep doing this to y'all. Every time, my favorite food is spaghetti. Like, I love spaghetti. But every time I eat something, like, that's going to make you messy, like spaghetti, ribs, like, even pizza, bro, I'm always wearing a white t-shirt, and I spill every single time. And I never learn to just switch my t-shirt before I eat it. I just always ride it out and I always spill. Anyway, one time on my birthday, this goes back into that ditching story. My parents got a letter on my 15th birthday, and I think 15 is when you start getting in trouble versus your parents. But they sent a letter to my house on my 15th birthday saying that I was about to have to go to court for ditching, like that they were opening a case for it. Bruh. Anyway, we get through the school day, and I'm like still telling my homies, I'm like, just come over for my birthday, like we'll just kick it, like we ain't gonna do nothing crazy because that just happened, so we gotta like be careful. But anyway, so much happened on this birthday too. I'll get to that. But Daniel, my dog Daniel, and Cam, and then like my family and everybody came over to my house to hang out with me for my birthday. And Cameron and Daniel used to beef hard back then. This is 9th grade as well, but they used to beef hard. Like we just talk shit, but they're the ones who always got like serious and butthurt. You know what I mean? But Daniel's sitting in this chair playing Fortnite. My dog Nico's in the back on the recliner, and Cameron's like, I'm about to tip Daniel. Like I'm gonna tip his chair, like all the way. And Daniel basically was just like, no, you won't. And so anyway, we move on from the subject, and Daniel's like eating a hamburger, and Cameron, ooh, that is a wasp. I'm gonna punch you, dog. Move. Oh, they're trying to get a nest. I'm spraying the shit out of y'all later. Anyway, Cameron like throws Daniel's chair back, and I have like a video of it. Cause I don't know what I was doing, but I was on Snapchat, something, you know what I mean? Like recording videos to send to somebody, like just of us kicking it. You know how it be. But I'm like recording, and so like I have a screenshot. If I could find it, it's going in here, but I don't think I have it no more, unfortunately. But it's a picture of like Daniel's face and a hamburger like flying as he drops it, and he's like with the hamburger tipped his fucking chair bad. It was crazy. Anyway, why I said so much happened that birthday was after all that they had left like a little early, because it wasn't like a birthday party. It was kind of just like come see me for my birthday type shit, because it was like a weekday. So anyway, Cam, his brother and his people leave, and Daniel was staying the night. Actually, he was gonna stay the night, or he did stay the night, I think. Yeah. But anyway, my mom went to the store and got me a cake, like an Oreo cake. Shout out my mom. And when she brought it back, she like went to light the candles outside, and I don't know if she tripped or something, but like, and she wasn't even drunk or nothing. She was just like trying to like get it, but she like tripped or something. The cake fell on the floor, and we just like picked it up and put it back on. Like 5-second rule. We were on concrete, so it wasn't like there wasn't crazy shit on it, but like maybe some gravel. But anyway, she like felt so bad, and I was like, Mom, you're good. Thank you for giving me a cake. Like I appreciate you. I'm grateful for it. Thank you. And like we still cut it and ate it, huh, Dan? Like that cake was still busting. So it was an Oreo ice cream cake, I remember. But that shit was gas, and I was like, don't even feel bad, Mom. Like, we love you. It's cool. We got it. Yeah, that shit was fun. But anyway, this one wasn't like, the last one was all deep and shit, so I wanted this one to be like funny stories into my life, you know what I mean? I can't tell y'all everything about my life. I still, like, I like privacy a little bit, you know what I mean? But, like, I really don't be caring either. Like, for y'all that know me, I'm like an oversharer. I have like no boundaries. If it happened, I'm talking about it. You know what I mean? But it's not. I can't say everything on here. I'm trying to get PR trained. But y'all let me know if y'all like these. I haven't had a guest on, so I figured I'd jump on. Damn! See, look, playing with that hat that got me got. But yeah, so I didn't have a guest plan. Well, I got a couple planned. It just not this week, so I still wanted to give an episode this week. So I just jumped on here myself. It's harder to do these ones like this, but I actually have fun doing this one. Funny stories. I think I got to get Cameron and them on here, and or Daniel, and we got to tell the stories on here. That would be cool. But yeah, man, I appreciate y'all for tuning back into another episode of Voices of Slik World. Next week, I think we're going to go, I don't know, I got a few people lined up. I got Kane lined up. I got Vaughn lined up. I'm trying to get my homie Brian on here. So yeah, so just stay tuned for that. This Friday, Treat Me Like Somebody Remix official music video comes out. So check in, tap in, make sure you guys go run that up. I appreciate you guys for everything. Slik.
Yeah, yeah, please relax, don't get too comfortable. No, I am untouchable. Yeah, I am untouchable. Yeah, I am untouchable. Liking all them girls' pics, but you never get to touch them, no. Man, I swear I hate these hoes, but I love them, no. Please relax, don't get too comfortable. No, I am untouchable. Yeah, I am untouchable. Yeah, I am untouchable. Liking all them girls' pics, but you never get to touch them, no. Man, I swear I hate these hoes, but I love them, no. Please be cautious where you try your luck.